this morning, let's talk about what's hard about hardware, a SWOT analysis of hardware market in Nigeria. Please, the next slide. So again, I'm the Vice Chancellor of FUTMinna University of Akwana State. And at the same time, I'm Mogaji Olusola Ayoola, that is Olubadan of Ibadan in the waiting. So you have the opportunity this morning. So you have the opportunity this morning to listen to a Vice Chancellor and Olubadan of Ibadan in the waiting. So that's why I'm dressing like this morning. So this is exactly what I do. I'm into mechatronics and Acadopreneurship. What is Acadopreneurship? Acadopreneurship simply means turning academic ideas into business, startups, and so on. And now into artificial intelligence, spiritual intelligence, borderless learning, and grantmanship. So let me just share with you what we are presently doing at SWOT University. At SWOT University Offa, our vision is that we shall be developing innovations and inventions that will be changing the way we live in our communities, we defend our nations, and work in Africa. We cannot continue to teach you the same way we were taught yesterday if we really want to prepare you for today. I want you to take note of two words there: innovations and invention. And we are going to be looking at that. So this is the overview of my talk, but let's have the highlight of. So this is the outline. I will be talking about emerging technology. What is hard about hardware? Why are we running away from hardware? And the importance of hardware development in Nigeria, SWOT analysis, and I will now share with you our humble contribution to the hardware ecosystem, especially at Offa, where we have the largest printed circuit board manufacturing plant. Let's look at the screen. What is the motto for today's event? The theme is about the transformation is upon us. You can see what happened within a period of 10 years. And then, inside here, we have two types of generation: the digital natives and the digital migrants. Digital migrants include someone like me that we have already entered higher or secondary school before coming in contact with computing device. But the Gen Z will not understand that. And then, this used to be the house of a big boy in this Ibadan or Nigeria, and then that used to be what we were used to some years ago. So again, I want us to look at the transformation upon us, especially about mobile phone, and then the computing, the computer system, and so on. And now this is evolution about war. I want us to pay attention to the last speed here. We are just 3 steps away from where we want to be. Next one. So the big question now is that how prepared are we for 2030? 2030 means that when all these things will be in one place. So again, the transformation. Let's look at the industrial revolution. This is what we were used to when we were taught that woman evolved from a garden. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, let's move on. Then we entered a period that woman was in harmony with nature. Then we entered a period that we call hunter-gatherer economy. Under the hunter-gatherer economy, we look at man started to hunt just for what to eat. Then we enter a period that we call agricultural economy. Wait for my signal before changing the slide, please. So we enter the agricultural economy, where what we do is just to eat, and we are now talking about shifting cultivation and rest. I'm trying to lay the foundation for why we are here today. After that, we enter the period that we call industry economy. And then, under that industry economy, we have experienced what is called 4 industrial revolution. How many? How many? So the first, I'm now going to give us the first one. The first one is called mechanization. And that involves, and that's what is called the first industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution is about what we call mechanization. Don't forget, when they were building the pyramid of Egypt and the rest, they carried that load on the what? On the shoulder, on the head. Man felt that no, we should stop doing this. And man, as at that time, transformed the power for doing work from man to machine. And that is the first industrial revolution. What is the key note there is that transfer of ability to do work from man to machine. Again, let's take note. The first industrial revolution is about what? Transfer of what? Ability to do work from man to machine. Then we enter the second industrial revolution. That second industrial revolution has to do with mass production. That is, instead of us doing the same thing all over, we now added electronics to it, and we call it electromechanical system. Electro what? Mechanical system. And that was the origin of having key to your car and automation. That was the what? The second industrial revolution. And we enter the third industrial revolution, where some years ago, for you to place a call to London, you may have to come to Dubai here from any part of Ibadan. Man felt that the distance is too much, and we now started using computing devices and that. And that was the origin when we started hearing about email, e-banking, and e-this, that. Man felt that the distance, as at that time, was too much. Why can't we shorten it? That is communication. That was the third industrial revolution. And now, we are talking about the fourth industrial revolution, which has to do with what is called cyber physical system. Cyber physical system. That is, man felt we should stop thinking. We should stop using our brain for certain things. Why can't we transfer that ability from man to machine? And let me provide the summary of all the fourth industrial revolutions that we have achieved so far. You will see that on the left-hand side of the screen. The first one is transfer of ability to do work from man to machine. That was what? The first industrial revolution. The second industrial revolution has to do with transfer of ability to produce at large scale. And the third one, transfer of ability to process information. And the present one is what is called the fourth what? Industrial revolution. That is, transfer of the ability to think and act autonomously to system. What is the implication of this? Some years ago, for you to reach this destination, you may have to stop about 3 or 4 places on the road, and you have to ask them, please, how do I get to Aweni Center? Am I right? And the man will say, don't right straight. When you reach that turn, you will see one house. Just stop there and ask again. Or you will describe it. When you get to that turn, you will see 3 junctions. Turn to the left, you will now go straight, count the houses. But do we do that again? No. Now it's about transfer of that ability to think and act autonomously. We are now transferring it to what? System, to computer and the rest. So those are the 4 revolutions we have experienced. But the present one we are experiencing, as I said, is what is called the 4th industrial revolution. And it has to do with what is called cyber physical system. The physical there has to do with hardware. Has to do with what? Hardware. That is, when you look at what we have there, you have the computation, communication, and the control, all working together. And then this is a list of some of those technologies under the fourth industrial revolution that we have been looking at. On the top, we have the artificial intelligence, the big data, mechatronics, robotics, and so on. And these are some of the lists I want to leave you with. You need to understand this list. So let's look at why we are here, emerging technologies. What is the meaning of emerging technologies? And what do you mean? That is, technologies refer to, or what you call emerging technologies refers to innovative advancements that are currently at the developmental stage, and they have that capability and capacity to change the way we live, the way we work, and the way we defend our nation. This technology often represents groundbreaking entities and the rest. So, under the ET, we now talk about what are the advantages of this. Number one, novelty, very new. Number two, the impact, enormous. And then evolution, and then uncertainty about it, and the interdisciplinary nature of it. So, when you look at this emerging technology and the fourth industrial revolution, one key entity is the physical, and that is what you call the hardware. Let us now look into the hardware. Hardware refers to those physical components of technology. You can see what I'm holding is a mobile phone, but it has the physical part. That's what is called the hardware. You can see computer, circuit, smartphone, and so on. And then, why is hardware considered difficult? Number one, cost. Because you need to buy those physical entities. Number two, technical expertise. Most of us, we are not ready to learn or have the required skill. Number three, and then what are the importance of the hardware development in Nigeria? Hardware is the backbone of digital transformation. Without hardware, we go nowhere. And I can tell you that in Nigeria today, we have abundance of Okada riders, but we lack all this technical skill. Okay? Machine riders, they are everywhere. But until you have problem with your hardware, that's when you know that we are having serious challenge in the country. We need to understand that hardware is the backbone, and then is the role of hardware is important to the industrial transformation, and then there is interdependence between hardware and software. Your software will run on a platform or on a device. If without that hardware, we go nowhere. Again, lot of opportunities for local innovations. If you are only talking about software, then you need to also look at the hardware. Lot of opportunities for entrepreneurs to invest here, and then again, let's look at the SWOT analysis of hardware development in Nigeria. So let's look at the strength. Number one, increasing local talent and innovations. We have hubs everywhere. Mostly they focus on software. But with hardware and with the population we have now, I'm sure that if you key into it, and we have a lot of government initiatives and policies that they are supporting again hardware development. And again, imagine local manufacturing capability. I just mentioned now that at Offa, we have one of the largest printed circuit board facilities. Because with your software, you need to run it on a platform and less. And then, growing market for tech products. We cannot continue to import hardware. We need to develop them locally for ourselves. And however, what are the weaknesses there? Number one, lack of infrastructure. That one, we don't have to talk about it. And then, limited access to funding is another weakness there, and the skill gap is another thing that we need to look at there. But what are the opportunities? Number one, local manufacturing and assembly. We used to have Ikeja Industrial Estate, Ilupeni Industrial Estate, we have others. So we have there is opportunity for local manufacturing, there is opportunity in investment in R&D, and that one is important. And then we can become regional hub on that. So, what are the threats? Number one, competition from foreign tech giants. We are sure of that, and then government policy and the rest. So, and then supply chain. That is so much important, and we are going to be looking at that. So, let's now look at our own humble contribution to the hardware ecosystem. I'm going to be talking and sharing my own experience. That's why I've been a bit fast on the other part on what we have contributed and what we are presently doing to hardware, to the hardware platform. Next one. So let me just share this one with us. Hardware project funded by NCC and TED Fund. Let's look at the first one. Multiple operators enable SIM card and what we call cognitive phone. The mobile phone we are using right now is not really smart in the smartness sense. So, e.g., let me just pick a case study. On my phone now, I have dual SIMs there, that is 2 SIMs. If I initiate a call on one SIM and the call is not so good, I have to manually cut it and use the other SIM. Yes or no? That's how yours operate too. Why can't I leave that one to artificial intelligence to do for me, so that my whole concern is no network failure? That is, my phone should be able to switch from one network to another without my interference. So we have developed a SIM and a mobile phone that can work on all networks. You don't have to even bother. Your phone should be smart to even do prediction and handover from one network to another. Not only that, your mobile phone should be able to take the decision as per what we call the credit on your phone and just switch from one network to another without your involvement. That is what we call multiple operators enable SIM card. And it's about you. Quality of user experience. We have the intelligent working stick, and then we have the wireless mobile phone charger. That is, your phone should be able to charge itself, determining the charging rate and what's going to happen next. So, this is about the problem I've just highlighted. Most of us, we move around with so many phones just to be able to switch from one network to another. And what exactly are we doing? We are trying to do that. Let's look at it not only from software angle, let's look at it from hardware angle. Let's now put the AI inside the hardware so that on any phone, you can switch from one network to another. What is the business sense there? We have been able to do this so that you have all the platform, all the SIMs in one, just only one SIM. And the whole idea, these have been the stages we are from 2013 to 2014, we developed the SIM extraction, 2017 hybrid AI, and we produced the first mobile version of the phone. And then this has been the summary of the experience so far. Again, that's one thing we have done as far hardware. Next one. This is another project I want to talk about, intelligent walking stick. You will see the walking stick. Nowadays, most of us, we don't take our kids to our grandma in the villages and rest. What's going to happen to us? So we have developed a walking stick and installed intelligent walking stick that will be able to do everything you can think of. You can use the walking stick to receive your call, just anything, vital organs and the rest. You can measure it on that walking stick. And then a lot of other things. We have patents for all those innovations I'm talking about. And then we have produced PCB and also trained over 200 Nigerians on that platform. Next one, please. So, again, we have also established what is called immersion program, so that both lecturers and students will have the opportunity to go to the industry, to be able to have that experience. Please, next slide. So, again, it's about immersion, and then we have a lot of funded work, artificial intelligence for clean energy, artificial intelligence for female STEM, the Acadopreneurship initiative. So again, The transformation is upon us. Doctor, the former MD of First Bank mentioned that if you cannot picture the future, you will never be able to contribute. If you don't know how to use them, it will never be enough. Thank you, and God bless you.
Professor.